Hey, what's up everybody? This is Kyle back at you in another video review, and this time we'll be taking a look at the WWE Elite Series 94, the Rated R Superstar, Edge. Yes, it's been quite a little while since we've seen Edge in the regular Elite Series. Last time was back in Elite Series 83, then we've had a couple Legends figures squeezed in between, but this is the first time we've seen Edge in a while in the regular Elite line. It's actually pretty cool. I'm glad it's this outfit too. I actually requested this outfit, so very excited. I was a little mixed on this figure when it was first revealed, but now that I have it in person, it actually looks better than I expected. So far it looks pretty good, but we'll see how it is when we open it up. And before we do so, take a look at the freaking awesome packaging first. Of course, there's Edge in all his glory. Picture of Edge down there. Of course, Edge, certified authentic, true effects. Of course, at the top, Series 94. On the side, picture of Edge, Series 94. On the back, picture of Edge from WrestleMania 37. The tail of the tape, the stats, and the bio. You can pause right there if you want to read. And it looks like my local Walmart messed up when they sliced this open. When they were cutting the case open, it was just like that. So I just see like the box is all tore. That kind of sucks. But whatever, I'm going to open this anyway, as long as the figure's not damaged. And down below the other figures in the set, of course, we got Edge, we got Mace, Nash Carter, Wesley, Bret Hitman Hart, and Stephanie McMahon. Mace, pass. Nash Carter and Wesley, I'll probably get those because I like that tag team. Bret Hart, maybe, but I prefer the Chase since that's from SummerSlam 92, as well as the British Bulldog Collector's Edition. That's part of this series, so I can recreate that match. And Stephanie, while I do need a Stephanie McMahon in my collection, I'm probably going to pass on this one because it's not the particular look I'm looking for. I don't know, maybe I'll get her if I change my mind, if I see it in person, but we'll see. Anyways, that does it for the packaging, so let's open up Edge and see what we got and see how he stacks up compared to the other Elite Edges. Let's find out. We'll be right back. Okay, so here we have Edge out of the packaging, and so far it looks pretty freaking amazing. I am very impressed with this figure. This figure might go down as probably one of the best Edge figures of all time, and actually very underrated, because I don't see people really talk about this figure that much. They talk about the other Elites, but not really this one. And they've done a few things that actually kind of surprised me with this one. Alright, first up is accessories. He comes with 2 pairs of hands. He comes with the signature rock on hands. And a pair of gripping hands, of course. And he does actually come with his elbow pads, which I assume you can't have him wearing the elbow pads if he has the jacket on. And speaking of the jacket, he does come with this trench coat, which they did do something kind of interesting. They kind of went back to what they did with Kairi Sane and make it out of this flexible rubber. And the sleeves are actually articulated. You can take the sleeves off and you can actually rotate the sleeves when he's wearing it. So if you wanted to, you could actually pose him with his arms upward and do the rock on sign just like its entrance. So probably for the first time ever, we actually have a Mattel Edge figure that can actually do that. And no, the Legends one does not really count because he didn't really come with rock on hands for that. So very cool, you can probably do that. His arms could have been a little bit more bent, because I think his arms are a little bit more bent when he does that. And to take the coat off, you pretty much just take the hands off, because sometimes they actually might get stuck. So, let's see. And then you can take the sleeves off. Piece of cake. Just like the Kairi Sane figure, take the sleeves off, and then you can just take off the jacket almost like a vest. That's kind of interesting. There was like a tissue paper inside of the jacket. Okay, that's interesting. See if I can get it off. Since this part is plastic, it will get stuck here and there. Okay, that's one arm out, and there's the other. Alright, let's hope I didn't scratch up the tattoos. Okay, good. No, I did not. So anyways, there's the jacket. Very cool. Got the Canadian flag all over the place. Has the Rated R Canadian flag. Very cool and very nice detail. And I was definitely surprised that they did the removable sleeves and you actually rotate the sleeves upward, because we haven't seen that since Kairi Sane Elite 73. And apparently it was very tough for them to do, so I'm surprised they actually did that. Alright, now let's put his elbow pads on. If we can do that, there we go. Oops. Upside down, I had it upside down. Then move it upward, there we go. And then I'll put the gripping hands on him for now. There we go. There we go. And there we have Edge, ready for action. We got a new head sculpt, which, to be honest with you, I was very mixed on this head sculpt when I first saw the prototype of it. I was like, I don't know, but in person, it actually looks pretty good. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Anyways, in person, it looks pretty good. It's not my favorite Edge head sculpt, but it looks pretty good. Hair could have been a little bit brighter. I think it's a little too dark, but that's fine. Anyways, great detail on the tattoos, as usual. Of course, the white wrist tape, and it does actually have it on his hand here. On the other one, it's kind of the ring for his finger, I guess to cover up his wedding band. And then moving down to the white tights. Usually, we have like black or gray or something like that, but we have white this time with the maroon red knee pads and boots. And this looks very, very cool. Yeah, I love the skull with the rock-on symbol he does nowadays on his tights. That's very cool. That's the crooked radar in the center. Same with the knee pads, and then same thing on these kick pads with the flames. Very, very cool. Very cool. Like, I remember being blown away when I saw this gear at WrestleMania 37. I was like, Bill McKenna and Mattel, get to work on a figure of that, please. Well, here it is. Excuse me. Anyways, looks great. Joints move pretty good, so I'm glad they're fixing some of the posability with some of the hip joints, because sometimes they're really, really stiff, but this time they're nice and smooth. For comparison, here is with some of the other Elite Edges that I have. The Legends Series 14, I think, regular, and Chase. Very cool, stacks up well. It would have been nice if the jacket was like this fake leather, but I understand some of the detail on it, you can't really pull that off. The Target exclusive Hall of Fame Edge, which this is exactly what I thought the trench coat was going to be. I thought it was just going to be this, like this very hard rubber, you can't move the arms at all, and it's so freaking thick that you can't move it. Anyways, stacks up pretty well. And finally, his most recent Elite, the Elite Series 83 regular. I still need to get the Chaser variant, but here's the regular. Nice. Articulation pretty standard for the newer Elite figures. Head rotates 360, but his hair kind of gets in the way a little bit. Can go up and down. Arms 360. In and out. These shoulders are a little tight, but they do go in and out. If I can do it. There we go. There we go. In and out. Rotate the bicep. Double jointed elbow. Rotate the wrist and hinge. Ab crunch that far forward and that far back. Swivel at the waist. Legs forward that far and back to the original position. In and out. Rotate the thigh. Double jointed knee. Swivel the boot. Hinge at the ankle, but it's very stiff. And the slight ankle pivot. So, very nice figure. I think this might go down as a very underrated Edge figure. But I think it's really cool. This might be one of my favorites. Not perfect. There are a few complaints I have with it. But really, aside from the few complaints I do have, I think this is a very great figure. And definitely a great addition to your collection, as well as your Edge collection. Like, to your Edge collection, or just your collection in general. Very great figure. So, quick final thoughts. Overall, this figure is fan-freaking-tastic. Like, I love it. Really great figure. I like the new face. I love the gear. I like what they did with the jacket. Hopefully we get more jackets like this more often, because it kind of adds to the playability, and you can kind of create more poses, especially for stop motions. However, this figure's not perfect. My complaints, like I only have a few complaints. Minor loose joints. Of course, the like the boot joints being very stiff. The torso should be bigger, because he actually did put on a little bit of muscle when he came back. When he came out of retirement and came back to the WWE, so he should have a little bit more muscle. So the torso should be a little bit bigger. And also, my suspicions were kind of correct, and that is you cannot have this coat on with the elbow pads on. So if you want to put this coat on, take the elbow pads off, because I don't know, just the way the holes in the sleeves are designed, the elbow pads get very stuck. I mean, it's possible to put the jacket on him, but the sleeves will not be attached. Like, they won't be attached all the way if you have the elbow pads on. So I think they need to fix that with the jackets. Hopefully they do that in the future. But aside from that issue with the jacket, the torso should be a little bit bigger, and the minor loose and tight joints. Great figure. So I would say if you're an Edge fan and collector, this is definitely, might be one of your must-haves, and it'll definitely stand out in your collection. Makes for a great display piece with the arms up like that. It definitely stands out because it's white this time. Usually we get gray or black or something. So white isn't a color we see with Edge that often. So very cool. So definitely pick them up if you can. Anyways, that pretty much does it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other review I have for you today, which is the Elite Series 91 Rob Van Dam. Check out last week's review, which is the AEW Unmatched Series 2 Sting. And also be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single upload. And stay tuned for more reviews of WWE action figures, AEW action figures, toy hunts, stop motions, and more. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, remember, you can't touch my dream, and you can't touch my soul. I'm out. Take care.